I have witnesses, people. Many witnesses. Subs to my channel, in fact. HB and Lieutenant Commander Michaela, for example, just to name two, that saw me talking to Murray at the bottom Peter Pit last night. Oh yeah, a stack of free drink chips in front of him. You know, Murray has elevated mooching free drinks to a science. He's very good at it. Did he buy me a drink? What do you think? To ask that question tells me you simply don't know Murray. At any rate, I wanted to ask him about his buddy, distant cousin, relative, whatever, Sam Bankman-Fried. You know, the guy who stole billions. Way more than Bernie Madoff, however you say that. So I asked Murray, where is Sammy boy? Murray said the last he heard in an email from Sam was that he was vacationing in the Bahamas. Get that? Vacationing? I would call it avoiding. I would call it evading. But oh well. So I asked if even Murray, with his incredibly low standards, lower standards and morals than an active duty sailor, if even he didn't think Sam should be at least investigated, perhaps even charged. You know, let's at least get this thieving prick into court. And, you know, you can hear a side of the story. Murray's answer? It did surprise me. And I've known Murray a long time. His answer simply was, no, not really. I was almost speechless, people. But I did manage to ask Murray, why not investigate that son of a bitch at a bare minimum? Murray looked at me with a shit-eaten grin and said, because you know, Dave, he's special. And you know, Murray's right. I do know that. Rules for thee, but not for me. Yep, suckers obey and play by the rules. Special people are exempt. Imagine that. And there's another one of Murray's relatives I'm going to talk about. And I have another new word for you also. So stay tuned, people, because I'm just getting started on Tuesday, the 6th of December, 2022. Looks cold outside. It's supposed to be a real bitch tomorrow. Okay. Ever since Elon Musk, wealthiest man in the world, the guy who said Geordie Rose D-waved the quantum computing people, those guys are into something demonic. Ever since he's bought Twitter, there has been a document dump called the Twitter Files, exposing corruption, election rigging, and censorship of quote-unquote conservative voices. You might have heard about this. Really, people, nothing new here. Really, nothing we didn't know was happening happens all the time. So this is boiling down to the First Amendment free speech battle. And once again, special people have special rights and privileges. Don't doubt me on this. Now let's talk about Murray's buddy, Yoel Roth. Who's he? Well, he's just a dude who earned a PhD, a doctorate, from the University of Pennsylvania. And what was his thesis that earned him his doctorate, PhD, piled higher and deeper? A detailed study of the social app Grindr. For those of you who don't know, Grindr is where the liquor, guns, bacon, tits, plus pee people go to hook up. It's a dating app. What job did these impressive credentials land Yoel Roth? Hey, a censor on the old pre-Elon Musk Twitter social media app. You guys ever heard of the Babylon Bee? They are a comic satire news site that last year declared Rachel Levine the Man of the Year. And who is Rachel Levine? Yeah, related to Murray, no doubt. But Rachel is the he that played college football with Joint Chief of Staff General Milley. That is now the she who is Assistant Secretary of Health in the Biden administration. The very one who dresses as a 4-star Navy Admiral. And I shit you not, people. Rachel is also one of those who constantly said, trust the science, for the last 2 years. You know what the last 2 years was all about. Yes, Rachel, we are to trust the science, except genetics. Okay, got it. Now, how does Yoel Roth tie into Rachel? He banned the Babylon Bee from Twitter because they had the gall, the audacity, to name Miss Rachel Man of the Year. Yoel Roth said it wasn't funny. Now, I laughed my ass off. Hell yes, it was funny. Most normal people would agree with me. By the way, Yoel Roth carries around $3 bills, if you get my point. I suspect he too vacations, not in the Bahamas, but regular in Tel Aviv, the gay capital of the free world. Now, what's the takeaway today, people? Special people have special rights. They have the right to say and do anything. The slobs, the rest of us, no, we have to watch what we say. Because if it hurts special people, especially if it's true, They're asking Congress for more laws, hate legislation, to shut us up. Why? Because special people hate the truth about special people. Go figure. Now, did you know 16 nations make it illegal to question certain World War II historical points? You can and will do jail time if you question official history, the narrative written about World War II by special people. Well, God damn it, I'm running long again. I see, so I'll save the new word for tomorrow. Remember, I'm keeping these things short, attention spans. No, I'll tell you what. I say modern Babylon, speaking of Babylon, Babylon B, is not Egypt resurrected. It's not in the Middle East. Babylon today is the good old USA. Warning people, I'm going to end this with 5 verses of scripture. So switch off if you don't want to hear this. And let me just go over here. It's not going to kill you. It's 5 short verses. And I want you to just hear this and tell me, has Paul got it right? Because we're talking about Paul's second letter to Timothy, chapter 3, 1 through 5. Here we go. Know this, in the last days perilous times will come. Men will be lovers of themselves, lovers of money, boastful, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection. Ooh, isn't that the liquor, guns, bacon, tits people? Yeah, it is. Truce breakers, slanderers, unrestrained, fierce, despisers of those who are good, traitors, reckless, conceited, lovers of pleasure more than lovers of God, having a form of godliness. Oh yeah, there's your 501c3 tax-exempt state churches, but denying its power. Turn away from such people. That was it. That wasn't too painful, was it? Now, does that describe the United States of America and the citizens, all inclusive, including the special people? I think it does a real good job. People always asking, well, how do we know when we're in the last days? I think Paul just told you, people. And Paul didn't tell me, but I'll tell you. I get stuff to do.